Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to learn problems on residue theorem. So these are four important points which has to be made in consideration to solve the problems. So all this will be clearly understood when you start solving the problem. So first condition is the integral f of z dz exists, that means the value is 2 pi I into sum of residue, provided the point z is equal to a lies inside or on a closed curve. If the point lies outside the curve, from the second condition, integral c f of z dz will be equal to 0. And once you identify the point lies inside or outside based on the pole. If pole is of order 1, use the third formula. If pole is of order n, kindly use the fourth formula. So this is the basic introduction what we are supposed to learn. So consider the example, the simplest most example. Consider this to be with the standard residue. So integral c f of z dz is equal to 2 pi I into sum of all residues. So you can see the function on comparison. F of z is e power 2z divided by z plus 1 whole power 4. Now check only the denominator term, which helps you to identify the pole and correspondingly its order. So z plus 1 whole power 4. Usually our standard form is z minus a whole power n. So on identification, you can clearly say z is equal to minus 1 is a pole of order. See the degree of that denominator term, which is 4. Yes, so z is equal to minus 1 is a pole of order, n is equal to 4. If pole of order n is equal to 1, then you can use the third formula which we have already listed. Since it is having pole of order n greater than 1, so you are supposed to use the second formula. Before that, you should be very clear whether z is equal to minus 1, whether it lies inside or on a simple closed curve. So you have to check now. Z is equal to minus 1. This is a point. Check whether this point lies inside, outside or on a closed curve. The curve given here is mod z. So actually the standard form of circle is z minus a is equal to a radius, right? Instead of radius we have 3. So what you have to do, you have to draw a circle and check whether the point z is equal to minus 1 lies. So this is just to make you understand. So whenever the value of z is less than the value of the given curve, obviously it has to lie inside or on. So we have a circle which is of radius 3. So I am just taking a rough circle, not exactly as a part of circle. So this is mod z is equal to 3 with center O. That is, the center is 0 because a minus a is not there, right? So center is 0. Now what you have to do, you have to check this point z is equal to minus a lies inside or not. So minus 1, here it is. Z is equal to minus 1. You should know whether this is on the positive x-axis, on the line x-axis or on vertical line. Z is a complex plane which is of the form x plus iy. I hope this is clear. Given z is equal to minus 1. So this represents a real part. So real part always represents the x-axis line. So kindly point this z is equal to minus 1 on x-axis. So here is the point. So z is equal to minus 1. So z is equal to minus 1 lies inside the curve. That is nothing but the circle. Mod z is equal to 3. Since it lies inside, obviously the residue exists. Since a point lies inside the curve, so you need to apply the formula. So what is the formula? 2 pi I into sum of residue. So 2 pi I is nothing but the constants. Residue is what you have to find. So what residue we have? Since the power or the order is 4, you are supposed to apply the fourth formula. So I'll just write the fourth formula here. So this is the formula for the residue when the pole is of order n. So instead of n we have 4, you can substitute it. D power n minus 1 by dz power n represents the corresponding derivative. F of z is our given function. So kindly substitute, and the value of a is nothing but z is minus 1, right? That is the value of a. So what happens here? I am just replacing n by 4, a by minus 1 in the formula, and f of z is nothing but e power 2z by z plus 1. So what ultimately this residue does is it is going to eliminate the term which making the function 0. So just figure it out here. 1 by 3 factorial limit z tends to minus 1 d cube by dz cube. I can rewrite this as z minus of minus plus 1 whole power 4 e power 2z by z plus 1 power 4. You can see this when I substitute z is equal to minus 1, the entire function will become 0. That means the function forms an analytic. To avoid that, the residue formulas has been done. So z is equal to minus 1 automatically cancels and your function exists. This is how you need to identify the question. So 1 by 3 factorial limit z tends to minus 1. 3 times you have to differentiate e to the power 2z. So first derivative, after that you need to apply the limit. 1 by 3 factorial into limit z tends to minus 1. So first derivative, so when I differentiate 1, cube will reduce to square. So e power 2z becomes 2e power 2z. Differentiate it again, limit z tends to minus 1. So d by dz of 4 e power 2z. So again I am going to differentiate, that's the last differentiation. 3 times we have differentiated, so limit z tends to minus 1, 4 into 2 e power 2z. So now when you apply the limit, obviously your residue will not terminate to 0. So it is 8 e power 2 into minus 1. So it is 8 by 6 e power minus 2. 2 ones are, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. You can also write it as 4 by 3. So this is nothing but residue of f of z at the point minus 1. So it is 4 by 3 e power minus 2. We don't have any other term as our denominator. We have only one term. So we had only one residue. So go back to the formula. Integral c f of z dz is equal to 2 pi I into sum of residue. So what is the residue? We have got 4 by 3 e power minus 2. So which can be written as 8 by 3 pi I e power minus 2. I hope finding the residue of this simple problem is clear to you. Kindly check my next video where you have next problem which is asked in most of the university paper. Thanks for watching.